Contract law in ancient Inka Empire. The Inka Empire, known as Tawantinsuyu, was the largest empire in pre-Columbian America, and its administration was highly centralized, sophisticated, and efficient. However, understanding contract law within the Inka Empire requires a departure from the concept of law and contracts as understood in contemporary Western legal traditions or even in comparison to other ancient civilizations that had written codes and formal legal systems. Social and economic organization. The Inka Empire's economy and social organization were based on a system of reciprocal obligations and redistributive practices, rather than on commerce and trade involving individual or private contracts. The state played a central role in the allocation of resources, labor, and land, operating under a collectivist model known as the Mita system. Mita system. The Mita was a form of organized labor that individuals owed to the state, which in turn redistributed resources to ensure the welfare of its subjects. This system can be seen as a series of obligations rather than contracts in the modern sense. Citizens worked on state and religious lands, as well as on large-scale infrastructure projects like roads and bridges, in return for food, textiles, and protection provided by the state. Reciprocity and redistribution. The absence of a market economy meant that the Inka Empire did not develop contract law as it is understood today. Instead, the Inka economy was based on principles of reciprocity, and redistribution. Goods produced by the empire were distributed according to need and managed by state officials. This system ensured that while individuals and communities had obligations to the state, they also received the sustenance and goods necessary for survival. Absence of written language. The Inka did not have a written language, using instead a system of knotted strings known as quipu for keeping records, which likely included counts of labor, goods, and possibly the fulfillment of obligations. The lack of a written language means that there were no written contracts or legal documents as such, and our understanding of Inka administration comes largely from archaeological evidence and Spanish colonial records. Colonial records. After the Spanish conquest of the Inka Empire in the 16th century, the Spanish imposed their legal system, which included written contracts, property rights, and European legal concepts. Many of the existing practices and obligations under the Inca system were either adapted or abolished under Spanish rule. While the Inka Empire did not have contract law in the sense that modern legal systems understand it, the principles of reciprocity, redistribution, and communal obligation functioned to regulate the economic and social life of the empire. These principles ensured the distribution of resources and the fulfillment of communal and state projects without the need for contracts or the legal mechanisms familiar to other ancient legal systems. The Inca's administrative achievements were made possible through a complex system of obligations and duties, managed through an intricate network of state control and community cooperation.